How's it going, everyone? It's me, Vivi, and welcome back. So, for a while now, I wanted to discuss this topic. Now, before I dive into this topic, when I talked about a crossover, many people in the comments had pointed out that we already had one. No, during that video, I was talking about a legit canon one, with a crazy villain, perhaps the villains from each dimension working together, but that is not the point of the video. So today, I will explain why PlayStation Move Heroes is not canon, and I'm happy it's not, because what they gave us, it could have been much better. It looks like a disappointment, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I haven't played it, okay, but looking at the cutscenes and the gameplay, I can already tell something is off. The models are 1, and 2, it feels like the team thought of, hey, let's put these 3 characters together on screen and let's call it a crossover. And let's involve the support of the PS Move controllers. And why? Because we have to promote PlayStation Move. Why not stick 3 iconic Sony characters in one game? Hey, fans are most likely going to buy it. That's what the game feels like to me. Purely made for marketing reasons. And the fact that none of the teams, the actual teams, were involved, it's just a huge no for me. Now, whether this game is canon or not, it's never officially been confirmed, but we as fans can definitely tell it's not canon. Now, some of you might say, okay, if it's not canon, you can simply end this video within a minute. What's the point of talking and talking? I just want to put this story whole debate to an end. I don't think there was an actual debate going on anyways. So with that being said, let's start with the easiest scenario as pointed out in the comments section. Sly Cooper, where does this fit into the timeline? It doesn't. Bentley's wheelchair, when did he get it? After the ending of Sly 2, after the hospital scene which was shown in the comics. What happened after the comics? Sly 3, the gang trying to enter the Cooper vault. So Sly 3 happens, right? Where does PS Move's Heroes fit? It doesn't. Murray was never behind bars in Paris. Sly pretends to have amnesia after Sly 3, for who knows how long, maybe 2 to 3 years, but it was never confirmed anyways. So PS Moves cannot take place during Sly's fake amnesia, or in other words, between Sly 3 and Sly 4. So there you go. Unless this is happening in the future, Sly's alive and well, rescued from ancient Egypt? Well, I wouldn't think that far. So are you already convinced that PS Move Heroes is non-canon? Yes? Alright, let's move on. Ratchet & Clank. Being chased by one of Tachyon's enforcers in Metropolis. Tachyon, yes, he was in Tools of Destruction. His enforcers were in Tools, obviously. But Ratchet & Clank, they did not technically face an enforcer. They encounter one during a small scene. That is all. And according to Iris' supercomputer, Tachyon and his enforcers left Kirwan after they couldn't find the Lombax's secret, aka the Dimensionator. So it's not like Ratchet & Clank came back to Metropolis behind the scenes. Also, I don't think this takes place after Tools of Destruction. The Enforcer pretty much hints towards Tachyon. Tachyon was dealt with in Tools of Destruction, plus Kirwan was not present afterwards, well, except for Full Frontal Assault, which doesn't really count in this situation. Anyhow, let's move on to Jak Daxter. Okay, maybe this one is debatable. It could take place maybe after The Lost Frontier, but that game does not exist, okay? Well, we have a random guy taking over their ship. Maybe this could happen after The Lost Frontier? I mean, look, there's Dead Town, it looks the same. Anyways, what about Jak X? It says in the statistics that 1 year had passed between Jak 3 and Jak X. So really, who knows what these two did within that year? But really, we already have 2 scenarios which pretty much make PS Moves not canon. They just don't fit into the timelines. So what's the point of further discussing this, right? Unless the developers actually want to make these scenes canon in the future, like feature these actual scenes in future games, I doubt that will ever happen. PS Moves was released in 2011. I doubt the developers will be like, hey, let's make this game which was released in 2011 canon, why not? Let's go back to that. I don't think so. If they ever decide to do such a thing, it's like saying they're acknowledging this crossover as being a great crossover. With that in mind, they might decide to not ever make an actual legit awesome looking crossover. Now that too is probably not gonna happen, but a dude can dream, right? Don't even start with the ending of PS Move Heroes, that doesn't mean anything at all, right? Explain me one thing. If time didn't flow when Jak and Ratchet left their dimension, how did Murray get out? Don't tell me Sly's dimension for some reason time flowed for a couple of seconds, I doubt. Sly asks the same question, how did Murray get out? Unless he got out the minute Sly left, maybe he still had the chance? But still, when Sly returns, he comes back pretty much hanging off the rope. It should just resume Murray being behind the closed door. So please explain that to me. Anyways, I just want to say something. Have you actually seen the video I made talking about a crossover between these three characters, while 3 series to be more technical? I mean, I would absolutely love to see an actual canon crossover where these characters make references in their future games. References to the characters they've met from other dimensions. Anyways, I don't want to get too much into the video I made in the past. I would suggest watching that video if you're interested, of course. But other than that, this is it for the video. So as usual, if you have anything to say, leave everything in the comment section below. And as always, I've been Vivi and thank you for watching. Until next time.